We can't say that.
My friends that are in these circumstances. My friends, I will say the friends from Philippines, they cannot break the mafia, therefore they say it is Kerala mafia.
So, yeah, this is the question.
Sir, he has a question.
Can you read it?
Sir, Gerry has a question.
Yeah,
Can you
yes,
raise your
yes.
question, please? Question.
You can have a question.
Yeah. What is your usually routine during weekends?
Your usually routine in your
Friday,
weekends.
Yeah.
No, Thursday evening.
Thursday, let's start
Yeah,
with
Thursday.
Thursday evening I take good food.
Good
Wow.
food,
Have
where?
a
Is
little
it
work.
heavy, sir?
Outside we
Outside.
order and get. Or something my daughter-in-law makes it.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
Your daughter is
Daughter-in-law. My
Daughter.
son's wife. And then spend little time and actually these Thursday evenings is the time when I go through the Google, go through the YouTube, go through
Oh, you do that, sir? You do that, sir?
Browsing.
browsing. Yes,
You do
So,
browsing.
meaning to say you're staying at home?
yes, mostly at home. Mostly.
Mostly, sir.
Oh, wait. Recorded, sir.
This during
Recorded.
pandemic, right?
No problem, Rikai.
Oh,
It's a fact.
it will be featured in my YouTube account,
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Okay, sir.
Next question, please.
Next question.
So, what in YouTube you have some interest of what topic or something like that? You
Topic
see
you are interested
in YouTube.
in YouTube.
Subject.
Yeah.
Like
Topics.
Yes, sir. Topics.
Oh my God, I am getting nowadays confused with some of the YouTube presentations where a young girl says 24 hours with a lover in the isolated place or something like that. I actually go through it with the interest of seeing it, and then finally I find that these things get reflected again when my grandchildren open it. These things are appearing first. Their father, my son, he is telling, father, don't give your iPhone to the grandchildren. This is a big problem for me because I do not know how to delete it, to be very honest. And then of course something like in YouTube there are
Funny moments, more
funny moments,
Yeah.
and then there are some amateurs giving their versions about life. And there are some Malus, means Malayali,
Mm-hmm.
they also put articles and read, and then hope that one day they will become millionaires or millionaires. I do not know how to become that. I read those things. The news,
Yeah.
with the news value, huh? And what happened to the mother when she divorced the husband, and what happened to the mother when she left the child and claimed for alimony,
Oh,
the
yeah.
compensation. Such things which are usual in life, but occasionally only people reveal, that type of program. I do not know the presenter. I am missing the name of that. My memory is now evading, therefore.
Questions, please.
Yeah.
Deep, do you have any question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you not yet decided to get retired? You don't
I thought you are
Deepthi, this is a very unfriendly question. I never expected it from you.
This is not because we don't want you to be around.
Yeah.
We want you to take rest.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh,
I need peaceful in there.
You take rest, huh?
Yeah, of course you
Yeah.
have to rest, no? This is the time to rest.
Deepthi, I
You
have.
worked a lot and then
No, this is the working a lot is not. You should not perhaps evaluate work and life of the, giving how much duration you worked or how long you worked, from the atmosphere which you create. In my case, when I worked in India for about 23 years in one single organization, I was thinking of retiring at the age of 45 after my daughter's marriage. That is the time when one of my friends said that, why don't you migrate from India to Gulf country, especially Qatar. Qatar is something in my mind as if the entire Persian Gulf is Qatar. This is what I was thinking in my younger days. And when I came here, I found that there is a lot of things to learn, a lot of new areas and new people to be met. And more than anything, I was getting rid of the hurdle of income tax department when I have more money. In India, every time income tax fellows comes and asks, what are you doing, from where you got this money, such thing. When I worked in Gulf and became a non-resident Indian, I can remit my earnings. There is no tax here. That hurdle also is not there, that you have to submit a tax return. And even if you are a gold card owner in India, you get questions. Even if you submit that was that time, I am talking of 90s. Then 10 years when I worked in one company, I found that I had learned something very different, because the oil and gas industry and its importance, and as a mechanical engineer, what I was not aware, I could learn. Then I thought, oh, I have become 55, now I will go. Okay, that was the time when my children all became university graduates. They got jobs, 2003, and then I went to Kerala. And as you people say many a times, Kerala mafia, Kerala thing, I found it very difficult, to align with the scenario in my absence. The difficulties are not coming from the political opponents. The difficulties were mostly coming from your own people. Somehow they cannot understand and appreciate the, what they should expect and what we cannot give. That was the problem. And then I found that better, that why not somebody who respects me and love me, and where I have little more to learn and give. I came back to Doha, and then I thought, okay, 10 years I worked with some of the most prestigious companies, and then I thought, okay, 65 I will retire. And suddenly I come to the present company where I am here, and to say goodbye to the chief executive. And he says, where are you going? I said, I am retired. Why the hell you are retired? You are not a retired person. You cannot be retiring now. You are very young to work. And then he gives me an opportunity. And then, it goes on, and age passes all around my office and around this office where I am working now, or in the workplaces. I have more friends than enemies.
Which means
And I don't know what are the enemies. I know enemies are somebody who hate you without reason.
correct.
This is my definition of an enemy. It can be your brother, it can be your son, it can be your son-in-law, it can be your wife, it can be anybody who hates you without a reason. A defined
Can backstab
reason.
you.
This is the problem. Yeah.
So what is the answer?
Huh?
What is the answer?
What is the answer, sir?
What is that?
Answer
Of
of Deepthi's question.
Deepthi's question. See, Deepthi's question that when, why don't you retire, or why should you retire?
Yeah.
Deepthi is very young and a lovely young lady. She has spent very less time in life, and the biggest gift of God Almighty the God and the environment and surroundings give to you is to survive through the age.
Yeah.
If you can pass 65, you can pass 70, you can pass 72, you can come to 73 like what I am.
How
Wow.
old are you, sir?
Okay?
How old are you, sir?
And
Again?
many people ask me, are you 73 or 37? I do not know. 37 I cannot define, but 73, okay. And you know,
Wow.
this is a gift of God. And this has to be considered as the biggest recognition.
Yes.
You are going through the difficulties of time. You are more positive and contributory to your society, your surroundings, your country, this world. Okay. When you are working in a senior position as a mechanical engineer in Doha, if you go to any governmental department, you know, for any need, including traffic, they look at your ID. They think, okay, he is an engineer working here for 27 years. Then gives a different you know, what you call the reception by smile.
Wow.
Oh, Mohandis asked. Then you know, I did not know what is Mohandis for a long time. Then I asked one of my Arabic friend, what is Mohandis? He said it's mechanical engineer's Arabic version.
Oh.
And that means, you know, where you are working and you are contributing something. Retirement, according to me, has to be decided not by you. It has to be
By-
decided by people all around you.
Oh.
And now,
As long as you're happy, sir. No?
yeah, should be your definition. Because many times we think, oh, I have to get my daughter married. Okay, I have to get my sons educated. I have to construct some houses, and then, you know, have some deposits in the bank. All this has no meaning when a scenario comes like Corona, for example.
Yeah.
What is your control over that? Or you get a scenario of a you know, dysfunction of your circulatory heart system and get a stroke. And honestly, I am telling you, I got a stroke. I got a stroke in 2004 while I was driving. I thought, oh, what is this? What is this blackout? And then I thought, oh, maybe yesterday night's drink might have been affecting me of a late, you know. I never had that after drink, but still people say, you know, sometimes drinks black you out or send you out. Then I remembered that, oh, I should get an aspirin. If I can get 1 or 2 aspirin, I should take it. It was an advice I received, you know, during one of the briefing of a doctor. Not that I was prescribed to take aspirin. Okay. Then what I did, I stopped the car, came out of the car. I could not see the car properly. It was cut into 2. But I had a small tea shop by the side. I caught one boy and told him, go and get me, you know, an aspirin. I took the aspirin. It cleared my blood flow. I went to Hamad, I went to Astor, you know, and they said, no, you have taken the medicine. Who advised you to take the medicine? That was the question. Which doctor you contacted in this meantime? I did not contact any doctor, but I remembered a doctor's advice that when you are 40s, you have Dr. Chokalingam, you know, famous cardiologist from India. He said that anybody who is above 40 should remember that he has a chance of getting a disorder from the cardiac system. You should take an aspirin. You should remember, and any advice or anything what people say good should be remembered and practiced. This is what makes me young. Then definitely I like to spend time with younger generation people than older generation people. It is not that old generation people are bad. No, their expectations are different. Younger generation people think, oh, this man who lived for 27 years in Doha, he is 73 years, doesn't look like that, maybe 60. They does not realize perhaps my black coloring of my hair, maybe one, or my treatment from my family, my wife, or my friends is giving me an energy, This is something what keeps me working.
Oh, what a nice answer.
Mana Andhra, I worked for 23 years, more than any Andhraite who is here. I love Andhra. I love Hyderabad. Okay? And I can tell you, Hyderabad is perhaps the next best place than Qatar. If Qatar is taken out of my working, preference, I would, like to go to Hyderabad and work, even at this age. And I have got lot of land in Kerala. When I go there, I am not able to perhaps do a proper utilization of that land. Due to many reasons. I cannot explain that reason. There are many reasons. And when I am back in a retired scenario, I would like to have a good
You have any
fertile
question?
land, cultivate some things, and then that day I will retire. Okay, dear?
Ooh.
Okay, dear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful stories of yours.
Thank you very much.
We love it,
You
sir.
made my day.
If you're that busy, you maybe 3 years ago you show us your pet. Remember?
You sure?
Pet.
Pet.
What is your pet, sir?
No, I am not able to hear properly. What did she?
He asked, can you repeat your question, please?
Yeah, 3 years ago you show us your
Pet.
pet.
3 years ago, sir,
Ah,
you show him your pet. What is pet?
pet means my
Your favorite pet?
girlfriend. Or my dogs in my house.
Maybe.
Dogs.
Yeah.
Not dogs.
What is that pet?
No.
Snakes, maybe?
Yes, snakes.
Snakes.
Oh, snakes in my house.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes, in my house in Kerala, we had
Yes.
non-poisonous snakes,
Wow.
which was coming for a living in that. And when we found these are non-poisonous, we put some green leaves and dry leaves and other things, and made it there. Then we found two are there. Two heads I have shown you that day in the photo, correct? Yeah, two are there. Then we understood, oh, they are, husband and wife or the pair. They want to live there for, for their growth and their daily thing. Then we introduced our dogs also to that snake, because the dogs will immediately catch. That was, dogs were there. I have shown you the dogs, I have shown you the snakes, correct?
Yeah.
But I find the snake word sometimes repels us. But really the snakes are not the most poisonous. The what you call the human beings with an impure heart and belief are the most poisonous snakes
Poisonous.
in the world.
Wow.
Is it possible to show yours,
Once again,
your snakes to Rachel?
my God, Rachel, he is very.
She can ask me that, sir, because I told her.
You want to see that? You can come to my.
Yes, sir. I want to see your pet.
Yeah, again, definitely.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Wow. Okay.
No problem.
I love snakes.
See, he's very.
Deepthi loves snakes also.
Oh no, she's afraid of snakes.
I'm not afraid of snakes.
That, oh, you remember that?
Yes.
That was in 2004 photos. 2004 when I purchased the new house. At that time when we shifted to that house, that was the time when these two snake friends occupied in my house.
How many snakes you have?
Now I think very less, because now we have.
You
in
still
that
have
house,
snakes, sir?
There are
In your
a few
house?
snakes, but we have 8 dogs.
Wow.
Small dogs and big dogs, 8. And we have one tortoise, small one, in our thing. And you call Pikachu, the tortoise from the pond, we have a small pond. From the pond it will rise and come. Pikachu, you have to say. Then it thinks, Pikachu is the name given to that.
Wow, very
that
cute.
tortoise.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Yeah, it's
I do not know the meaning of
Pikachu.
that. And then, you put, there are special food for the tortoise also. Then my wife, my wife then feeds that tortoise. It comes. If somebody is there behind her, or that he or she, we do not know, that sees another shadow, it will move away. Move into the small pond. Pond is like almost like 8 to 10 feet, and cement completely protected, all around protected pool which we have made. So as I said, I have
Sir Gopi, thank you for sharing.
My dear pet is something like this. Thank you very much, Rachel.
Thank you so
It
much,
was
sir.
so
Thank you for
pleasure to
sharing
have.
your
Yeah,
thoughts
it's so
and
pleasurable
experiences.
to experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.